Welcome to my channel. If you like the following video, please hit like and subscribe.
Hello everybody, what's going on? It's Gaming Cloud here, and I'm bringing you something new to my channel. Yeah, it's pretty new to my channel, and basically what it is, excuse me, what it is, it's going to be, well, it's not really going to be a series, because you can't really make a series out of something like this. But if you didn't see in the title, and you just randomly clicked on this because you have no brain, well then, this is for my life funny moments, I guess you could say, but mainly just funny things that have happened throughout my lifetime, my 14 years on planet Earth. So let's get started, guys. First thing to say, me and my friend Jonathan were best friends, and when I lived in Tennessee with him, I now live in Florida, but when I lived in Tennessee with him, there was a lot of earwigs in Tennessee, and if you don't know what they are, they're like a little centipede-like bug with pincers on the back, and they'll get you with them. But that's basically what earwigs are, and we were like 8 or 9 at the time. We were in 2nd or 3rd grade. I honestly can't remember, but we had this great idea. We were like, oh man, let's go set up your tent on your yard, and let's camp out in it. And, of course I was like, yeah, that's awesome, let's do it. So we set up the tent, we got it all set up, it looked real nice. We had some wheat thins in there, we were eating them wheat thins. Those things are still the bomb, like, those things are good. If you've never tried them, you need to go try some. Anyways, we were eating our wheat thins. It was oh, excuse me, I'm very sorry about that. We were eating our wheat thins, and we noticed, we were having a good time, we were jamming out. We noticed that there was like earwigs just evading our tent. They were like everywhere. I don't know if they wanted our wheat thins or what they wanted, but they wanted something, and they were swarming. So we got out of there. We vacated that tent, and we never tried that again. So that's my first one, guys. That I don't think it was too funny, but I got another one for you. This is coming from my dad. I was not actually there, so I think I got a pretty good description of it though. We used to have a canoe, and we used to go fishing and stuff in it, because that's what they're meant for. They're a canoe with a motor on the back, and they can go in shallow water. Well, my dad was out one morning fishing for bass, all by himself in Florida, where there's gators in the water, and he just so happened to set the hook, and the canoe actually happened to tip over while there were gators in the water. There were no limbs lost in the making of this. I don't know what it is, but there was no limbs lost, or bites, or teeth, or gnawing, anything. There's nothing like that. None of those very descriptive and gruesome words. Anyways, what was going on? He had fallen into the water, and he didn't think much of it till we're from Wisconsin, and he was like, "There's gators in this water," and he said that he had seen some earlier. So I guess he was pretty scared, and he managed to flip that canoe over and actually get in it. And canoes are very hard to get back into if you're out of the canoe and you're in the water. They're very shaky. But he managed to get back in it. The next thing I have to share is in Florida, there's like a tick season, I guess, and there's ticks everywhere. If you're going in the woods, and when I was younger, I always went in the woods. I was just that kind of a kid that loved adventuring. I had my own little fort built out of sticks and logs and all that crap back in the woods, and I had a real good time. We had some land, and basically what happened is I was back there. I was always back there. I was always playing around. Luckily, I never got kidnapped or raped. We weren't in a bad area. We were actually in a quite wealthy area. And so in tick season, ticks will get you no matter what. If you're in the bushes, if you're in the woods, anything like that, those ticks will get you. And they got me. just about everywhere on my body. In fact, I don't think there's a spot where a tick hasn't been on my body, and you know what I mean by that. Yep, and I'm not gonna get into description either, because that'd just be too weird for YouTube. You'd be commenting I'm on that weird side of YouTube again. But, I got another one, which I didn't really think was that funny myself, because, you know, I possibly could have died from it, and to me that's not funny. To my sister, that was hilarious, but my mom had kind of overcooked the burgers that night, and they were a bit dry. And you know, I was eating them because I was hungry, but they were a bit dry. My mom's usually really good at making burgers. She makes great food. But this time, they weren't that great. And I took too big of a bite, and that got lodged down in my throat. And you know, I was really scared. But it had actually happened as I was getting up to grab the milk out of the fridge, and my dad, you know, I was standing there just kind of still, and my dad had realized what was going on, and you know, we have a little chihuahua that was sitting on his lap, I guess, at the time, and he flung the chihuahua like all the way across the room. No chihuahuas were hurt during this period, so if you're a chihuahua lover, just remember there were no chihuahuas hurt. So and he ran over, started patting me on my back, hitting me on my back, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, it was a scary situation for me, and I cried a little. But my sister was sitting across that table just laughing. She thought it was hilarious. Even afterwards, you know, I was crying a little and stuff. I was maybe 10 years old. And you'd probably cry too. You'd have been pretty shaken up, you know, thinking you just could have died. But it was it was a very scary experience, and I didn't find it funny, but I guess, in fact, no, I wouldn't laugh at something like that if someone was choking. That guy, right there, I got really lucky. I'll give it to my teammate, he saved my behind. Anyways, guys, I think that's about all I got for you, and I'll just commentate throughout the rest of the video. In the beginning of the video, you saw that I had got my orbital VSAT and Warthog, and that really helped out. I thought I could have got a double swarm if it wasn't for that one ridiculous kill, but he got it. And you know what? If you're getting a kill, you're doing something right. This was my only last death. I went 48-2 with my HAMR. I was using suppressor and quick draw. It's not a bad setup to run, actually. It's a pretty strong and accurate weapon. I actually kind of like it. But right here, you know, I didn't want to die anymore. I had already had 2 deaths, and all those deaths started to count up on a gameplay, so I didn't want to die anymore, and I just played it kind of stealthy throughout the rest of the gameplay. Anyways, you know, I hope you enjoyed my funny-ish moments as much as I did. And I'm being a camper right here, I'm sorry. But I hope you enjoyed my funny-ish moments as much as I did, and maybe you could drop a like on it. Yeah. But yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Well, actually, I'm not gonna end it yet. I'll go ahead and stay with y'all because I know how much you love me. Maybe, I don't know. There's a weird bond between 18 subscribers. Yeah, I'm only up to 18 subscribers, but I think that most of you guys like the videos I put out and the gameplays and stuff like that. Anyways, I got a lucky little C4 toss there, and this is about the end of the video. The final kill is actually about to come up though. This was that round-ending kill cam, and it was beast. Like, he got turned on. I saw that one of these guys had died. I was laying here, kind of camping it out because I didn't want to die anymore. See him died, get turned on. Get turned on. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.